Emma Britton
at breakfast.
BBC Somerset.
Now, unless you've been living on the planet Mars, there was some quite big news over the weekend. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge announced the birth of their second child. It's a girl, but we still don't have a name. Grant Harold served as a butler to the royal family, including William and Kate, up until 2011. Grant, good morning.
Good morning, Emma.
You must be delighted.
I think, as everyone else is, it's quite exciting, isn't it? I mean, it's a fantastic news over the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. And, there's, no way of knowing what it was going to be, but I love the idea of a little princess. Now,
absolutely.
This name business, though, how long are they going to drag that out for?
Well, I like your suggestion of Princess Emma, actually.
I'll give you that £5 later. Princess Emma, that's not to be unheard of. I'm sure that one might sneak in there.
Do you know, it's an interesting one, because I keep getting asked by friends and family if I've got any idea as to what the name is, and of course I've got no idea, but there is so many kind of names out there for them to pick from, and one or two favourites I like is Victoria and Charlotte, but I'm not putting any bets on, because knowing my luck, they'll go something completely different.
Now, you know the royal family. How independent are William and Kate? If they wanted a certain name, could they have it, or is there influence from higher up the chain?
No, I mean, my gut feeling is they're a very independent couple. I think they will obviously, put suggestions to other people just to see what the feeling is. But at the end of the day, they are a fantastic couple, and what's extraordinary is they are just like any other couple. They're not any. I know they're royal and all the rest of it, but they are a very down to earth family, if I can say that. How
will they be coping with the media pressure? They've done it once before. It's a well-oiled machine, isn't it? I mean,
it is.
For me, I'm not maternal, but that moment at the weekend when William carried Prince George up the steps of the hospital and encouraged him to give a little wave. Oh, my ovaries twitched ever so slightly at that moment, and I'm not maternal. I mean, they seem very sort of, they appreciate the public interest in them, don't they?
They really do, and I mean, Prince George is a really nice little chap. I mean, as I say, they're a great family, and yeah, I mean, with the whole media thing, it's difficult, Emma. I mean, for anybody that's in the limelight, it's not an easy life. But they know that's sadly, or I say sadly, but that's part of the whole thing of being royal and in the limelight. And I think they deal with it really well. I mean, they managed to keep their private side private. I think they do quite a good job of that, but at the same time they know how to give the public through the media that little bit they want, because obviously the public want to celebrate with them, and as you could see, they're kind of almost kind of letting people in a little bit just to kind of be part of it, which I thought was very well done.
Yeah, it's about getting the balance right, isn't it?
It is.
The wait for the name, is that because it has to be authorised by anyone, or how does that work?
My gut feeling is, I mean, I believe, and as it's my feeling is that the name had already been picked. I don't think there's a hold up. I think it's just a case of they're getting to know the little princess. Obviously, they want the family, as many members of the family, to meet her as well. Whether because I was reading this morning, they're saying it might not be released until the princess meets the Queen. That's possible, but then again, it depends. I suppose there's only so long until they'll announce it. So who knows? We might have a name today, or it might be a couple of days.
Are you familiar with the children's television programme, Grant, Peppa Pig? The only reason I ask, I'm just going to read out a text from a listener. I was hoping you'd back me up because I'm not too familiar with it, but here we go.
Okay.
Alana says, my 4-year-old granddaughter Jasmine says the baby will be called Peppa because her brother is called George. So I'm assuming that in Peppa Pig, one's called Peppa and one's called George. I don't know, but there we go. say?
I love that. Princess Pepper.
Princess Pepper. That'd be great.
That's a new one.
I think we'll stick with Emma. Now, as somebody who used to work for the royal family, will you be sending a card or a gift? What's the appropriate thing to do in these circumstances?
I mean, it depends. Sometimes I'll send a card. I mean, yes, if you're close to the family or you've got a connection, you might send a little gift or something. I tend to do the old-fashioned thing where I sometimes send a silver spoon to friends or family that have had the child. Normally gets lost, as it does. But you know, it's nice to give something, but then it depends how you feel and how close you are.
Oh, well, it's lovely to talk to you. If it's Princess Emma, you and me, bottle of champagne, we'll be celebrating at the bookies.
I'll put a good one in, Emma.
Oh, thank you so much. Grant Harold, former royal butler to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. What a lovely man.